There we go. And good evening, Bibips. If you are joining me tonight, you are of course joining me for a epic Division 9 match. And this is of course the matchup between the Notorious Thugs Titans and the people from outer space. That is of course PDT, the Xenomorph team. And this is both of them new teams to Clan Wars, and we're going to have some fun tonight. So before we go on to the first match, the teams are already in. We've done a ping test. Both teams are quite happy. And I'm going to introduce you very quickly to the teams, and then we will call ready, and we will get it started. So going over the team members quickly, starting with PDT there. At the top, we have PDT Joko Yo Marmite. Very interesting name, right? We have Crazy Intel, we have Dragon Wrath, we have Gingeroo, there we go, Ranger, we have Cray, and that ends off the PDT team. On the TNT side, we have Nice Style, we have Big Greg, we have Reaper Ghost, we have Shakes Boy, and what's that? Swebe. I don't know how to pronounce that. Swebe. I don't know. Maybe somebody can help me in the stream. Very interesting names here. So, of course, guys, the maps for tonight. The first map, of course, will be Ramaza, and that will be on Hardpoint. And, of course, that was the choice by TNT. And I'm going to check with the teams if they are ready. If we have a quick look at the remaining maps, the first map, Hardpoint, Ramaza. The second map will, of course, be Vacant, and that will be Domination, and that is the PDT selection. And, of course, the mandatory map for this week is Piccadilly, and that will be your SND map. So, with the players introduced, everybody in, let's check with the teams if they are ready, and we can kick this off. I'm actually very excited, and we will check with them if they are ready. Actually, let me put my phone on this side, then it doesn't look like I'm not looking at anyone. Right, so we have ready from the one side, and let's just wait for TNT to call they're ready. I'm sure they are. We have 13 players in, so it looks good. Guys, again, if you have joined us for tonight, thank you very much for joining. I really do appreciate your support. There's so many good games going on tonight that it's quite difficult to select who you watch. So if you are here, that's awesome. If you are subscribed, that's great. If you are not, hit that subscribe button, and also remember to give me a like on this video if you like what we are doing here at Clan Wars. Both the teams have said that they are ready, and we are going to kick this off. Hardpoint Ramaza will be your first map. And let's see how it goes. Of course, throughout the evening, I will keep you guys updated as to the scores. Of course, the scoring screen is still a little bit broken. So I will keep some manual scores and make sure that you have those scores on hand all the time. Of course, the teams are playing for 250 points per map. And that means 750 points as a total for the evening. And of course, those points all accumulate towards the score tables or the league tables. And basically placing the teams for the season, and by the end of the season the top two teams play off for the finals, and the teams in third and fourth position play off for third position, or the shield as it's also lovingly called. So let's see. We are about to start. And let me just check my phone here. I want to ensure that everything looks good. Right, and we are off and we are running with nice style. And he's of course on the TNT side. Let's see, they're pushing quite hard on this hard point. Guys, if there's anybody specific that you would like me to spectate, please let me know, and I will try my best to get onto that player for you. I'm not a big fan of third-person overhead views, but if you would like to see some of that, then I will definitely do that for you as well. At the moment, it is PDTX, which I'm just going to call PDT for tonight, by the way, who has managed to secure a little bit of that hard point. They are in there and they are protecting it. There is some TNT players now pushing in. I'm actually going to go to an overhead view here, because we can see who's pushing on the point. It is PDT now that has been pushed off the point with TNT holding it. Funnily enough, a lot of cover on the positions being done by TNT. TNT protecting the point there very nicely. Some contention there from PDT onto the point. I'm going to go and run with Greg here for a little bit. He's on the outside. Ooh, puts a grenade in, gets some shots. He does get taken out, but he did manage to get that grenade off. Point now being contested. The scores at the moment 31 for TNT versus the 15 from PDT. Of course, the scores are reflecting correctly there. As long as I am on a coalition player, then the scores reflect correctly. As soon as I switch over to a Allegiance player, which you will see in a second when I switch over to Dragon's Wrath, then the scores will flip around, so please don't pay attention there. I will flip back to show you guys the correct score. Running with Dragon Wrath now, as soon as it switches. And Dragon Wrath standing very still here. I think he's just covering this, the door and the exit. Decided now to move on. And you can see from the scoring, it is still TNT holding the point. And they will hold it for this last few seconds by the looks of it. That means it's putting TNT after the rotation of the point at 77 points versus the 16 of PDTX. Let's run and switch over to Ghost. So running with Ghost now, it is PDT holding the point. Very difficult hard point to sort of get into. There's three openings. There's a window and two doors. So possible to get onto it. Oh, and a very, very well done there by Ghost. He gets 3 kills. I think we can give him a bit of a replay over there. I think that was his 3rd kill that he got on the replay. So very well done to him there before he gets taken out. It was still PDT holding that point, and they have it pretty secured at the moment, covering all the exits there. Still running with Ghost at the moment. PDT holding the point, and now they will probably get to around 60 tickets versus the 77 of TNT. So very, very close after 2 rotations. Not a lot in it. But I see that TNT has already rotated down to the next point. And it is indeed Reaper that is on that point. Let's head over to Reaper and run with him for a little bit. He's got some support here, moves off the point. He's probably going for the cover. Some PDT players coming in, but he's doing a very good job there, Reaper, at covering. Covers both the stairs, heads up. Of course, he's not on the hard point now, but he has support. PDT players coming in from the top. He does very well by clearing them out. The point is contested, so PDT pushing quite hard on this point. Reaper doing exceptionally well. That's his 4th kill in a row, 5th kill now. He's on a 5-kill streak, doing very, very well. Still on the point, also gaining some points for the team. On the other side, Cray though, he is also on a 5-kill streak. So I'll head over to Cray in a bit. Not much time on the hard point, but definitely the slayer here in this game. Meanwhile, TNT is running up the score, 120 points now versus the 67 of PDT. And Reaper here doing exceptionally well, 6-kill streak at the moment, as I think he's starting to move on already for the rotation. It is PDT now who managed to rotate onto the point first, and I'm actually going to head over to Cray. He is on the point. He was on a 5-kill streak. As I go onto him, he dies. I'm going to stick with him for a second. In the meantime, TNT has managed to push PDT off the point, so they are on there running up some score. They will be on 140 tickets versus the 80 tickets of PDT now. Still here with Cray Cray. It is Nice Style and Reaper that are on the point being contested, and it was Crazy Intel that was contesting there, but TNT managed to keep them off the point. Let's head on over. I'm gonna just run with Nice Style. He's on the point, will be so for probably the last 10 seconds, unless he does an early rotation. Gaining some points. 160 will be about 165 versus the 80 tickets of PDTX. So PDTX, I mean, these guys are really pushing well. I mean, they do definitely know the rotations. You can see that from them being on the bridge rotation first. And I mean, there was not really a TNT player close, but TNT's defensive lines tonight, when they have a point, PDT just doesn't get an opportunity to get onto the point. They get taken off very quickly. And when PDT is on a point, you know, there's so many TNT players pushing towards the point that PDT has to defend like crazy, right? At the moment, though, they are doing an exceptionally good job. The point is being contested. Oh, and PDT does get pushed off, but contested back again. And it is actually Crazy Intel as well as Dragon's Wrath. Let's try and run with one of them because they've managed to clear off the points. So PDT now racking up the points. They will go here for 120 tickets versus the 169. This is indeed very, very close. It looks like they will tie it up for those last few. Oh, no, they don't. They moved off the point, and TNT picked up on that and picked up the last few tickets. Now, of course, PDT did rotate very, very quickly onto the next point. It is contested at the moment, so let's see who comes out on top here. It is PDT who manages to take the point, still contested. So a lot of TNT players pushing in, but PDT managed to hold them off. And we're going to head over to, let's go over here to Shaky's boy. And we're going to run with him a little bit. We're going to see where he starts. He starts close to the point. Oof. Some heavy fighting going on the point here. He does get taken out. I'm going to stay with him. It is at the moment PDT who's contesting, who has the point with TNT contesting. Point scoring, ooh, and PDT just gets pushed off. It is now, there's quite a few TNT players on the point. Will they manage to push PDT off? They do. So again, they pick up those last few seconds. The point is being, oh, look at that. The point was contested. It was Crazy Intel that managed to clear the point there right at the end, picking up 1 or 2 tickets. Point scoring there at the moment, TNT 185 versus the 155 of PDT. This is exceptionally close. Guys, if you are watching the game with me, first of all, thank you very much for coming out to watch. There's a bunch of good games going on tonight, so I know it's quite difficult to pick a game. If there's somebody specific that you would like me to see in first-person view, let me know, and I'll get onto that player. Alternatively, I'll just cycle through the players as I see some good scores coming up. And, of course, if you're already subscribed to the channel, that's great. If you are not, hit that subscribe button. Also, the like to... if you like what we are doing with the stream and with Clan Wars. The scoring at the moment on this hardpoint map is TNT 205 tickets versus the 156 of PDTX. That's of course the Xenomorph team. So a very, very close game actually at the moment. These points are continuously contested between the two teams. There's not been a single solid hold for one rotation. And it will now be PDT rotating first onto the next point, and that is of course Gingeroo. We haven't run with Ginger tonight, so let's run with him a bit. He's got some support on the point there. He will probably move upstairs to cover the top of the stairs. I'm thinking that's what he's gonna do here. So moving out of the point, but still has Joko. Yeah, Marmite, which is a very difficult name for a streamer, I just might add. And he's still on the point there with Dragon Wrath as well as Ginger's on the point. They're holding this point very, very well, covering both the bases. They are obviously communicating because I could see Ginger reacting when his teammate went down. He does get taken out there, and the point does get taken over by TNT. So if PDT can manage to just push back on it like they do, and they manage to push TNT off, hold it for this last few seconds, they are definitely going to come back for this last hard point rotation, and we'll see. If they manage to push on to the last hard point, we will go to another hard point. If TNT manages to drop on it first and keep it, then we might see this as the last rotation. Let's see what's going to happen here. It's TNT. I'm with Nice Style on 230 tickets. 20 tickets in. It's just over 200 points for PDT. So the PDT pushing very, very hard. This is an exceptionally close game, guys. At the moment, there's like 40 tickets in it. Again, the point is contested. TNT manages to push them off, and there's about 5 tickets in it now. Can PDT push them off one last time and manage to hold this point to the end for us to see another rotation? Let's see. Let's see. There's only 4 tickets in it at the moment. Oh, no. And the point gets cleared. Still with nice style here. And there we go. TNT does take the first game. And I see we've got Onip in the house. One night in Brackenfell. And of course tonight is just another night in Brackenfell, isn't it? Very, very good. Very good. And welcome. We're happy you could join us for the stream. So there we go, guys. There you see the final score. 250 to TNT and 201 to PDTX. Both teams played exceptionally well. And the call-outs there, I think there's actually quite a couple of them. But definitely Reaper there, 29 and 19. On the PDT side, 26 and 27 actually, but a very high score there for Crazy Intel. Of course, he spent some decent time there on the hard point together with Joko Yo Marmite on 159 minutes, and of course exactly the same time Shakes Boy, and that was for the TNT team, also 150. 1 minute 59, but probably the top scorer there from a time perspective for the TNT team was Nightstyle, and he was on 3 minutes and 22 seconds. So there we go, 250 and 201. So what I will do is I'm going to go to the screen and record the scores for us. So that will be 250 there for TNT, and PDTX will score there 201. And we'll have the little calculator handy later when we go into the next game. And of course the next map will be on domination. So let me check with the teams very quickly whether they are all good. Let me just give them a GG. Guys, if you are watching the stream with us, remember, give the teams a GG. Come out for some support. Let them know that you are watching. And we will let them know on our side, of course, as well. So the next map will be domination, and that will be vacant. And that is, of course, the PDTX selection. So let's go and do that. And that will be domination, and the map will be vacant. Interesting map choice here. And let's see how it goes. So I'm going to switch to the live game again, and we will call ready with the teams, and we'll get the game underway for you. So guys, if you have come out tonight, let me know who you have come out for, and of course who you also think will take this game. It's always interesting for me to see what the comments and the opinions are. Let's check with the teams if they are ready, and we can go. Right, both teams seem to be ready, and we are going to kick it off. Right, let's see who we are going to start with. Of course, guys, if you have just joined me, you have joined me for this epic Division 9 game. And that is, of course, between TNTT, the Titans team, and PDTX, or the Xenomorph team. And we are about to start round 2, which is the domination round, and we're starting it on the map of Vacant. And Vacant was the selection by the PDT team. The first map was, of course, Ramaza, and Ramaza was the map choice of TNTT, and that was, of course, on Hardpoint. And it was indeed TNTT who took that Hardpoint map with 250 points versus the 201 from PDT. So both teams playing exceptionally well. In fact, it was so close you can't really call it, but I think TNT had very good defensive lines, and with some of those points, PDT just couldn't get onto the hard point at the end there. But at the moment, yeah, it is PDT who are pushing on 2 flags. They hold both the Bravo and Charlie flag, with only Alpha being held by TNT. Again, guys, the scoring system is not 100% fixed at the moment. As long as I am on a coalition player, so the scoreboard on the left, the TNT scoreboard, you will see the correct scores. As soon as I swap over to a PDTX player, the scoreboard, of course, on the right, then the scores will swap as well. So I will keep you updated periodically on the correct scores. At the moment, the correct score is 12 points for PDT, now 14, versus the 8 of TNT, with PDT holding the Bravo and Charlie flag and only the Alpha objective being held by TNT. If there's someone specific that you would like me to spectate for you guys, please let me know. Alternatively, I will just cycle the players as I see some scoring happening. It is Joko Yo Marmite who was on C. He let me just have a quick look here. I just want to run with Dragon Wrath. There we go, running with Dragon, who is defending that B point. And of course, the scoring is swapped at the moment. Dragon Wrath was on a 3 kill spree there. With two defends, so definitely doing some defending there for his team. And again, and as he's about to put out the defenses, he got taken out. Still running with Dragon here, pushing into B. Very good defense, making sure they hold B. And the defenses go out. Off the point again. Does get taken out from the back. There's a player right down at the end of that little alleyway there. He's not going to be there for long because the guys know he's there. Very smart play here with the incendiary. Well, not the incendiary, the phosphor grenade. It's throwing it onto the flag there, minimizing the take time or the take area. So quite smart play. It is Bravo and Bravo being held, Alpha and Charlie being contested. Charlie will be taken by TNT, whereas Alpha at the same time will be taken back by PDT. We're going to head over here and run with Swebe, I think. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. Maybe somebody can let me know in the stream. Well, that's provided my game wants to switch to the player that I would like to see, which it doesn't. Well, let's try and switch to... There we go. Right, so the scoring at the moment, Bravo and Charlie flag being held by PDTX, and that means TNT holding the Alpha objective. Only scoring at the moment 36 tickets towards TNT versus the 66 of PDT. Very, very close, still very early in the game. So not a lot in it at the moment. Less than, well, actually exactly 30 tickets in it at the moment. And we're going to see who has who will carry the most points, right? It is TNT who are pushing quite hard on that B flag. Not a lot of action happening here on C yet, which is strange because there's normally some action at least happening around C. But B being that center flag, so being pushed all the time. And of course the hallways are quite annoying going into that flag. It is now TNT who manages to touch on that B flag, but PDT defending it well. And oh, look at this. PDT doing a sneaky push on the A flag. At the same time though, TNT pushing on the B flag, so we will not see a trip gap. A little bit of a trip there because the flag is only contested. It's not taken by TNT. TNT needs to close that gap on the B flag. There we go. They managed to do so. So some extra tickets running towards the PDT team there. 94 tickets now versus the 48 of TNT. And PDT now pushing very, very hard on the B flag. Yeah, it is. There's 3 players there pushing on the B flag. Let's run with Dragon. There we go. And they did manage to trip there for a very, very short period, a few seconds. But look at this, TNT coming right back, taking the A flag and pushing on the C flag, and now also pushing on the B flag. In the background here though, on the A flag, it is PDT fighting back and making sure the A flag is secured as well as fighting on that B flag. I think they did get pushed off. They haven't quite taken it yet, TNT. PDT pushing into B here, putting up the defenses. There are players. Will they trip? Yes, they do. So trip cap there for PDT, and they will run a few extra tickets now because they are tripping. Let's switch over to Reaper and let's have a quick look. So just a shout out to some guys that are in the stream with us. Of course, we've got Webster who joined us. We've got Boss Boy who's been here for a while. And then, of course, we've got Onab in the house as well. So how's it, guys? Hope you are enjoying the stream with me. At the moment, it is PDT in the lead here on the domination map on Vacant with 130 points versus the 60 points of TNT. But TNT fighting very hard. Both these teams have managed to hold very short trip caps on each other. So to be honest, it's actually very well matched. And I think it's just TNT managed to, PDT managed to keep the flags for a little bit longer. TNT gets them, but then get pushed off. So we'll see here now on the B flag. We'll have a look on that. But TNT definitely pushing in and getting it and contesting the flag. Just not managing to hold it for long enough. And of course in domination the trick here is to hold the flag, right? Because getting it will only score you 1 or 2 tickets. Holding it will the longer you hold it, the more you score, right? And as I say that, we have TNT pushing on 3 flags at the same time. Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. They get fought off on Bravo. They manage to take Charlie. And A flag is still contested. And we've got Big Greg there on A. So I'm going to try and switch over to him before he dies. Did I manage to do that? Yes, I did. So Big Greg there, he's pushing into the B flag now. He's outnumbered here and does get taken out. So Bravo and Charlie being held by PDT. 157 versus the 78 A flag being held by TNT Titans. So guys, to be honest, this is actually hard to predict, right? Because I've seen both these teams turn flags on each other very, very quickly. Again, you can see here the C flag being turned. So we will have Alpha and Charlie held by TNT, with only the Bravo flag being held by PDT. As long as TNT can hold onto the flag and not let it go. And now there's a massive push on B as well. We had Crazy Intel there as well as Dragon, and they were both on the B flag there. A was being contested at the same time, so a sneaky move there on the A flag by PDT. It looks like they are pushing on that flag. They don't have any players on there right now, but there's definitely was Crazy Intel pushing into that. We've got Big Greg here still. He's sitting guarding the C flag over here. Oof, does get taken out unfortunately, so that flag will now be contested. So the action's going to be on A and C, but at the same time we have Ghost, and Ghost was pushing the B flag. And let's run with Ghost a little bit. I haven't seen a lot of Ghost tonight. So let's have a quick look here. And I see I've been joined by one of my good friends, Mr. Michael Apple, who's saying he's present and accounted for on the stream. Good evening, Mr. Apple. I hope you're keeping well. And you are enjoying a great game here with us between these two awesome teams. TNT, which is TNT Titans, and of course PDTX, which is the Predators Xenomorph team. There was almost a trip cap there by PDT, but it was TNT who managed to keep them off, with PDT still holding the Bravo and Charlie flag, which is pretty much the song of the night so far. And again, yeah, we've got TNT pushing the B flag. They're not liking this 2 flag hold from PDT. So now it has swapped around, and TNT now holds Alpha and Bravo, with Charlie being the only flag held by PDT. But again, PDT pushes back on B. They are fought off by TNT, so very good job there. But you will have PDT pushing into that flag. If TNT manages to hold the B flag for a little bit longer, they are going to gain some good points here. Scoring now 197 to PDT versus the 121 now from TNTT. So the Titans pushing in hard there. Titans holding Alpha, Bravo and Charlie being held by PDTX. And they've just crossed over the 200 points. It is TNT fighting that B flag like crazy. These guys are not going to go down as easily as that. They are really, really irritating the PDT guys on the B flag there, not allowing them to relax on the B flag at all. Now we will see if PDT is going to try and push for a trip here on the A flag. They have tried that several times tonight during the domination map. Let's see what happens over there. Guys, if there is anybody in the game that you would like me to spectate, please let me know, call it out, and I will go onto that player and do some first person for you. Otherwise I will just swap between players as I see fit. I'm going to run with Joker Yo Marmite. Again, not the easiest name there. And let's see what Joko is up to. It is now TNT who have managed to push on C. Have they managed to flip it? No, they were fought off. The flag still contested though, but only Bravo being held by PDT, and will also be Charlie now by PDT, with the A flag held and B flag being contested. So everybody heading over now again to the B flag. There's fighting, there's gas, there's bombs, there's I don't know, it's chaos. It's absolute chaos. But will PDT trip here? Oof, there we go. And PDT trips TNT here. A, B and C being held. TNT will not allow that for very long. They are back on the B flag and managed to break that trip. It is 240, 10 tickets in it, with PDT leading at the moment. I'm going to head over to Big Greg, and it is 140 tickets versus the 244 now for PDTX. And it does look, by the looks of it, that PDTX might take this match, although look at TNT not... Oh no, look at this. TNT pushing that C flag, and they almost stripped the PDTX team, but PDTX getting that B flag back very, very quickly. There's one ticket in it at the moment. If they manage to close off the A flag, it will give the game to them, and there we go. PDTX takes the win with their 250 points. What an evenly matched game this is between these two teams. I mean, we saw TNT on the hardpoint map come out in absolute force, and really sort of taking the game away from PDT in the hardpoint. And then now in hardpoint you have PDTX, who came out and absolutely dominated. 100 points difference there, so 250 to PDTX versus the 150 to TNTT. So very, very well played. I think a couple of guys to call out. Obviously Ghost there, 38 and 33 on the PDT side, 45 and 28, and that's for Dragon's Wrath, both top scorers in the game, and some really, really, really good plays there in the domination game. So taking out my little calculator, not that calculators are really that necessary for this particular scoring, but it was 201 plus 250, and that will bring the score of PDTX to a total of 451, which is actually pretty good. That will give TNTT their 250 plus their 150 that they earned in domination, and that will bring them to 400. So guys, you can see how close the scoring is tonight. I mean, at the moment there is 51 points in it as we head over to the last game mode, which is of course Search and Destroy. Now the Search and Destroy map for the week is of course a mandatory map, and that is the Piccadilly map. So I'm going to just set up that game quickly. That will be Search and Destroy on Piccadilly. So let's do game setup. Modes, Search and Destroy, map Piccadilly. And this is the mandatory map, so none of the teams of course chose this map. And if you guys have been following Clan Wars, of course in Search and Destroy, every win is worth 50 points. So another 250 points available or up for grabs in this next map. And I went straight past Piccadilly. There we go back up. There we go. I'm going to check with the teams if they are ready, and then we can get on to it. Right. So I'm just checking with the teams. Again, guys, if you have joined me on the stream tonight, thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. There's a lot of good games going on tonight, and it might be difficult to decide what to watch. But if you have come here, thank you very much. If you're already subscribed, that's great. If you are not, hit that subscribe button. Also hit the like if you like what we are doing here at Clan Wars. And remember to hit the bell so that you get your notifications whenever we go online. I've checked with both the teams. They are both ready, and we are of course doing Search and Destroy on Piccadilly, and we are going to get the map started for you. Guys, if you are watching with me and you are in the stream, let me know what you think about the 3 different game modes. Of course, this is the first season that Clan Wars does 3 consecutive game modes. I honestly think that it is working. It's very nice to watch, because sometimes it all comes down to S&D. So S&D of course is a very fast game mode, and I do not do overhead views in S&D at all. I just don't feel that's good for S&D. So if there is a player that you would like me to spectate specifically, please call it out in the beginning of the game or in the beginning of the start of the match, because single individual players don't always stay alive for that long. So I might not get to the player that you would like me to spectate. So let me know, and I will get onto that player if at all possible. But we are going to start here, and we are going to run. Let's run with the bomb runner, who will be Big Greg. And we're going to see what Greg is going to be pushing for. At the moment, it does look like he's pushing towards the B point. There are some protectors there on B. Oh, and Greg does get taken out. So it is 6v5 at the moment. And I'm going to head over to Reaper. They are the attacking team. Once my game decides to switch over, there we go. Reaper is watching the bomb. Nobody's going for the bomb though. Reaper in a very good position here. Good overwatch position. Oof, he does get clocked by that spotting grenade. Does take some hits as well. Not dead though. In the meantime, there's been another player taken out on the TNT side. I'm going to head over to the bomb runner, which is nice style. He gets taken out. Ghost is the last player that's left alive. So let's run with Ghost. It is 1v5 at the moment. So Ghost, you are up for a clutch. Oof, does take out a player there. He takes out Dragon Wrath. Good job. He's running with that cleaver. I would love to see him get a kill with that cleaver. That would be great. And we've got Michael's. Oh, and there we go. PDT takes the first win. So it is 1-0 there for PDT. So I just need to make some notes here on the side. And Ranger actually getting the final kill there. And let's see if the game is going to allow me to get into a player. We saw this last night as well, where the spectator view was a little bit broken, and indeed it is not allowing me into a player at the moment. It's actually not allowing me to select a player at all. So guys, I'm going to unfortunately have to do some overhead for you here. Not my favorite sort of view in S&D, but it is what it is. There's nothing unfortunate I can do about the spectator mode if it doesn't allow me to switch a player. So I'm going to go a little bit close here to the bomb carrier, and we'll see what happens. I think he's eyeing the 8 point here. Let's just have a look. It is Dragon's Wrath protecting that point. Also a good overhead view, or a good overwatch position. Let's see who takes on who. And is the plant going to happen here? There we go. Plant does happen. Oof, grenades are in there, but the plant did happen, so now it's on. If they manage to defuse, they will take the map. TNT, sorry, PDT, my apologies. There we go. And PDT manages to get the defuse. It was very good play there with the arm being done. It does put additional pressure on the opposing team. So it was very, very good play there. But PDT managed to get the disarm though. They will be switching sides. So the scoring at the moment, 2 to PDTX. That's the Xenomorph team, and 0 to TNT. And we've got Surge ZA here in the stream saying all the best, Titans. And also Boss Boy, Lucky man, let's go Titans. So the Titans seem to have a lot of support here. And I'm so happy to report that my first person view is working again. And let's run with Ghost for... Actually, I'm going to try and head over to Ranger. He is the carrier there for PDT. And let's see what he can do. He's got some support with him. So on Piccadilly specifically, I've noticed that it's actually a very slow pace. But I think it's because of all the open spaces on Piccadilly. And the way that the flags are positioned, I mean, both the A and the B B position or B bomb is fairly in the open. So you know, it's a bit of a creeping game. There is 2 players that have been taken out on the PDT side. So it is 6v4 at the moment, with a lot of protective positions being held by the TNT guys. They've got some nice overwatch positions as well, and some good cover positions. But I think that Ranger might push here for the arm. Oh, and he does get taken out there by an explosion, and it was the explosion of the car that took him out. I think the grenade went in, and let's try and head over to Gingeroo. He's the only living PDT player at the moment. So it is, oh, and was that a melee kill? Let's see if we can catch that on the replay. It was a melee kill, and that was by Shakes Boy. The melee kill there, you could see it from two angles on the left and the right. So TNTT there, bringing it back, taking one win there away from PDT. So the final scoring now at the moment, well, the scoring at the moment, I wouldn't say the final scoring, is 2 for PDT, 1 for TNT Titans. Let's have a look. We've got Chris over here as well. Chris saying, let's go Titans. So definitely the Titans have a lot of support on the stream tonight. And it is PDTX who will be the carriers. I'm going to head over to Ranger here, who will be the carrier. Dragon Wrath did get taken out there, and he got taken out by Ghost. Long shot. Sniper position. Let's have a quick look here. I am with Cray Cray. Let's head over to Ranger as Cray Cray picks up the kill. So running with Ranger now. He knows there's a player there somewhere. And he's got some help here. Actually, 2 PDT players, both ends of him. It is Joker as well as, I think, Cray Cray's on his left, covering him very well. But there's some big explosions happening there on the B point, which makes it very, very difficult to try and go and do a plant over there. It is 3 players down now on the PDT side, and 2 players down on the TNT side. So 1 up for TNT. Is Ranger going to be pushing for the plant? It looks like there is a PDT player guarding that point though. Oh, he slides in. Ooh, and as he starts getting the plant, it is Big Greg who takes out Ranger. So now it is up to Cray Cray. Can Cray Cray get that bomb and manage to pull off a clutch against 4 players? 1v4. Oh, takes out 1 TNT player. So 3 left. Oh, Cray Cray had the shot on him there, but I think there was just too many bullets flying around, scoring 2 all now between TNTT and PDTX. So this is turning out to be really, really close tonight. If you guys watched the hard point with us, that was very, very close. Then the domination was just as close, like 50 points in it. And at the moment, they are on level terms here in S&D. So 2 all. And I think we'll start off with TNT being the runners. And I think Reaper will probably be the runner. We'll see now. But by the looks of it, I think Reaper might pick up. No, in fact, it was actually Shags Boy who picked up the bomb there. So let's run with Shags. And I think it's actually Shakez. Shakez Boy. Oh, I don't know. Some of these players have such creative names. And on the night, you know, you read what you want to read, right? But I think that's right. Let's have a look. And 1 player being taken out there on the PDT side. It is Dragon's Wrath. Ooh, some heavy gunfire going over at the B point. It is being guarded by PDT at the moment. There's definitely some hit markers there, but I don't think any kills went down. Oh, but now it was Ghost who managed to take out Cray Cray, but at the same time Gingeroo took out Feb. It is still Shikaz that's carrying the bomb. Shikaz, and he's still in the position here. He's not really moving or pushing towards the bomb point. I think they're feeling out PDT in terms of where they are. PDT is 1 player down. There's been shots being fired. There is hit markers as well. Again, the kill's not there, but in the meantime, it was crazy intel as well as Ranger getting a kill there on Big Craig as well as on Ghost. And another one on Reaper. So Ranger getting some good kills there. There's 2 players from TNT. It is 2v4 at the moment. I almost counted wrong. And they will definitely go for the plant now. That's the only way he's going to add pressure onto this, but he should watch out. PDT definitely will be watching this point as well. Oh, and there we go. So the final kill there will give the lead back to PDT with a 3-2, and that is from Ranger. And Ranger actually did very, very well in that game. If I remember, I think he picked up 4 kills in that particular game, and that will make the score then 3-2. So of course TNT will be the runners again, and let's see who's going to be going with that bomb. I want to say I feel like it's Reaper, but it's not. So it is Nacy. Nice. Nice deal. Nice deal. Yeah, I don't know. You could say this guy's name in many ways, depending on how fast you say it, right? The scoring at the moment, 3-2 for PDT. It is an exceptionally close game, guys. Again, if you've watched the hardpoint with us, that was very close. The domination was very close. And now, up until the last game, the scores were level here. So PDT 1 up on TNT, with TNT now carrying the bomb. A lot of support here. And I'm actually going to head over to... Let me see. I'm going to go over to the PDT side and maybe want to run with Cray a little bit. There is one PDT player down. Gingeroo was taken out. And as I go on to Cray, he gets the kill, so we can gladly give him a... Oh, and I didn't manage to get his replay there. We'll see if he gets another kill, and then we will give him a replay. At the moment, 4 players now being taken off from PDT, so it is only 2 players up on the PDT side. There we go. Cray does get the kill there, so let's give him that replay. It is now 1v2. Cray gets taken out 1v1. It is Joko and let's see. It is Joko and Sweb. The bomb is armed. So Joko over here. Oh, Joko picks up the kill for PDT, and a good final kill there. And that gives that makes the score 4-2 to PDTX. That was very, very close. It was down to 2 players there at the moment, and I think Joko just very well positioned. It's of course Joko your Marmite. And that will give PDT match point 4-2 at the moment. And even in SND here, I don't think the score here really reflects how close it is. I mean, there wasn't a point throughout SND where the one team had 6 players left on the field versus the other team 0. It's been, you know, sort of 2v3, you know, 3v4, and even in the last game 1v1, right? So it's been quite close. And I want to head over here and maybe run with Crazy Intel a little bit. We've seen some of him tonight in the domination game. Not really in SND yet. Of course, Joko doing very, very well here in SND 6-2. But Ranger with that 3rd and 4th map 7-3. So doing his team justice at the moment, PDT. On the other side, we have 7-6 there from Ghost, which is quite a good play. And of course, also... Nice and Reaper there doing quite well. Scoring at the moment 4-2. It is match point for PDT. So of course TNT has already scored 100 points here in SND. PDT already scored 200 points. So we will see if TNT can pull this one back and score some more points, or whether we will end up with PDT on the 250. At the moment, there's 1 player down on each side. It is Ranger carrying the bomb, so I'm going to head over to Ranger. Another PDT player gets taken out, but at the same time, 2 players on the TNT side get taken out. Ranger killing off Reaper. Cray going after Shakez, as well as Nace, and Ghost taking out Cray then in return. The bomb is being armed here by Ranger. Is he going to put some pressure on TNT? TNT has 2 players versus the 3 players here from PDT. I just want to see who's coming into this point. The bomb is armed, so the pressure is on. It is only Ghost that is left. Let me head over to Ghost. He is going to be pushed hard, either to disarm the bomb or to take out the entire team. Come game, switch to Ghost. We want to see it. And I think he is trying to slowly maneuver towards that bomb. He's got 19 seconds, so the pressure is on. He is taking some fire. He's very outnumbered. Let's see what happens here. Doesn't get the shot on. 2 players, he will get taken out, and that will give PDTX the win. And there we go, guys. That means that PDTX will take the S&D for tonight. And that will mean that they also score an additional 250 points to be added to their score. The scoring will, of course, then be 5-2, which means that TNT will also gain an additional 100 points. And we will look at what the final scoring looks like now. And I'll do some player callouts for you as well before we go to the scoring screen. Of course, Ghost there, 8 kills, 7 deaths. Not too bad there from his side. Ranger, of course, on the PDT side, really coming out for his team there. 10 kills, 3 deaths, and doing exceptionally well there. So that will mean that PDT will get their additional 250 points, and that will then therefore be, if I have my little calculator out here, 451 plus the 250 on S&D, and that will mean they will get 700 points for tonight, and an additional 100 points to TNT there will give them 500 points. So there we go, guys. That is your final scoring for tonight. It is PDTX, that is the Xenomorph team from the Predators, scoring 700 points and also the win against TNT, 500 points. And in that hardpoint map, I thought that TNT is coming out like a blizzard, because they really played well in that hardpoint. Also, of course, winning the hardpoint. But PDT then coming back and pushing in the domination and, well, dominated, right, the domination map. And here in S&D, again, I mean, it was very close. At some point it was 2-2, and then of course PDT just pushing a little bit harder and managing to get the final win with a score of 5-2. So there we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the game with me tonight. If you have been watching, I really appreciate your support. Of course, if you are already subscribed to the channel, thank you very much for that. If you are not, hit that subscribe button and also the bell to get your notifications whenever we go online. If you like what we are doing here at Clan Wars, also remember to give me a like on this video. It is really appreciated. But from my side, I think that is what we had for tonight. Thank you very much again for joining. I'm jacosauer for BattleBros. Leave no one standing.